since the day they was born. Straight in the curve, landing the hill. Someday the mountain might get them, but the Lord never will. Making their way, the only way they know how to live. Well, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. How y'all doing anyway? Well, it's good to be back in Phoenix. I used to get in a lot of trouble here a long time ago. Had one ex-wife over here and one ex-wife over here. Quite a few recruits somewhere in the middle there.
Hello and welcome. So the footage you just saw was from the now defunct Mr. Lucky's nightclub. It was originally opened in 1966 as a gambling hall, and they decided to cancel that idea and just turn it into a nightclub and music venue. So it was super popular in the 1970s, 1980s, all the way up through the 90s, and they had country music acts up top, rock and roll downstairs in the basement, and tons of celebrities performed there, including someone we're going to visit today. The venue actually shut down in 2004, and now it's absolutely horrific. That area is terrifying. As you can see, I was in and out pretty quick getting that footage earlier because the whole place was fenced off, surrounded by guard dogs. I saw a couple German Shepherds, a few Rottweilers, and a Doberman Pinscher guarding the building. And but luckily I got some shots of that sign, of the iconic Mr. Lucky sign, because old signage like that, I feel like a lot of times, at least around here, they tend to tear it down. So that's something I'm really glad I was able to document and preserve on film for you guys. But my dad actually was a huge fan of going there back in the late 70s and early 80s, and one of my uncles was actually a bouncer there back when it was actually fun and alive and when they had live music. But now, sadly, it's just another place that is abandoned and is just a remnant of a once great music venue and club. But anyway, someone we are going to visit the grave site of today is the late, great Waylon Jennings. One of my favorite members of the whole Highwaymen group, and I think he was just an absolute American icon. Let's go check out Waylon's grave. Alright, so here we are at Waylon Jennings' grave. The legend is laid to rest here. A lot of great offerings here. I'm going to read what it says. Waylon, June 15th, 1937 to February 13th, 2002. I am beloved's, my beloved is mine. I'm sorry, I am my beloved's, my beloved is mine, a loving son, husband, father, and grandfather, a vagabond dreamer, a rhymer and singer of songs, a revolutionary in country music, beloved by the world. That's very true. Some great offerings here. I actually thought about bringing him a shot of whiskey, but I did not. However, I did bring him a guitar pick, and I put it right there in the center of his Waylon W logo, right there. See it on the bottom? Much respect, Waylon. Much respect. Now, I have to say, I'm not the biggest country music fan by any means, but something about Waylon Jennings' music was just different. There was a crossover to it. It had a rock and roll spirit to it that I really appreciated. Same with Johnny Cash, same with Willie Nelson. Those guys were just a cut above the rest in terms of classic country. That outlaw country is what I really liked. And I think Waylon was my favorite of the Highwaymen. And it's just amazing to think that he's laid to rest here, because he's someone I would have absolutely loved to have seen live, you know, had time permitted. But yeah, it's just amazing to be here. He's really a legend. And if you're not familiar with his music, definitely check him out and check out the Highwaymen, because really good stuff. Couple fun facts about Waylon. He actually jammed with Buddy Holly back in the day, and was actually supposed to be on the flight that ended up crashing and killing Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and the Big Bopper, but Waylon actually gave up his seat on the plane to the Big Bopper and avoided death unknowingly, which is pretty amazing. That was definitely a tragedy that he luckily was able to avoid. He was also roommates for a time with Johnny Cash, which is pretty cool, and the Dukes of Hazzard TV show he actually narrated and did the theme song for. Fun facts. Well, Waylon, it was nice being able to pay my respects to you. Take care. All right, so all in all, I think this was a really nice day, a really nice thing to do, to be able to come and pay my respects to that legend, Waylon Jennings. And it was cool checking out Mr. Lucky's sign, even though the area was absolutely terrifying. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and remain unfazed.